Well, it looks like the Natty King and friends are back at it again. Yeah, the whole gang is here. But I'm not here for a long time, I'm here for a good time. And the end is near, so let's drink beer.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the End is Near, so Let's Drink Beer podcast, sponsored by Premium Cabinets. Shout out to John Morgan and family over there. If you're looking to get any cabinet work done or kitchen remodeling, holler at them at 314-499-8800. Hey everybody, welcome back to the End is Near, so Let's Drink Beer podcast. Today is fucking, I don't know.
It's a
Sunday?
Yeah, you're taking me out of church.
April 7th at 12 p.m.
Forgive
We're on
me,
a
Lord.
Sunday. We don't do this usually, but we drop them on Monday. So, hey, everybody, this is yesterday because we're dropping this tomorrow. So this is welcome or hello from the past. Hello from the past. Tim Tripoletti with me as usual, my pal.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey.
We're just gonna dive right into whatever the fuck.
We're gonna do a no plan
Nothing.
Sunday.
We didn't
just
plan
we're
on
gonna
even
fucking
coming.
Unscripted.
We decided to come in an hour and a half ago and just jump right in.
Maybe because it is a Sunday, we gear it towards the Lord.
I like
And
it.
Maybe.
Yes.
I would have nothing to add. Honest to God, if you were to tell me to get up and fake it for 30 minutes, if you can fool them, you get $10 million. I'm out.
You couldn't do that?
2 minutes.
So if somebody just said, like, what do you mean? Like, what are you saying here?
I wouldn't know what to talk about. I don't know
If somebody said,
scripture.
"Let's talk-"
I don't know. You know, they're always referencing fucking pages and shit like that.
Ecclesiastes or whatever. I like
That
that
at
guy's
all.
name. Whatever.
No, nothing.
I like that one. I don't know what it is, but I like the way it sounds.
It sounds
But
cool.
did
They
you
had
go-
fucking cool names in
It's
the
usually-
Bible. I
it's
do know that
usually
much.
Psalms.
Psalms.
Yeah, and Revelations. That's the only ones you ever hear
Mhm.
about. And then what's the other one? Genesis. Is that the
Genesis
beginning?
sounds.
It's the first one.
Yeah.
And that's where they just fucking they jump right into it. They're just immediately like, let's see if we can get them to stick around. Here's some crazy. I mean, they go right to
Have you read it?
7. Well, everybody knows the fucking begin. In the beginning, there was nothing.
Clearly,
right?
I don't.
They
Well,
hit you
yeah,
with
I know
that.
that much. Yeah.
They hit you with that. Like, if you can read, it's like it's like watching a movie. If you can watch the first couple minutes and then they draw you, they hook you in, get their fucking sinkers in you.
Really?
So Genesis starts
Okay.
out like, in the beginning, there's
I
nothing.
feel like you've been sitting on this for a
There's
while.
nothing.
Like you've been wanting to get this out.
It's
Fucking
time.
hold on.
It's time to
Hold
just
on.
let it
Let me
be.
look you in the eye.
I was raised Catholic, right?
Okay.
Confirmed Catholic and all that shit. But
Any touching or.
unfortunately, no.
Okay.
I was.
All right,
I tried.
Yeah.
I was
Did
like,
the
hey.
nuns do that? You never hear about the nuns doing that.
You know how many of
because
them did
they've
that?
got
You know how many of them did that?
The nuns or no? None, right?
Fucking.
Hey,
So you fucking just
Took
kept
me
it
a
going.
minute.
I was wondering where if
That
you were
was
going to catch
good.
up
That
on
was
that one or
good.
not. But no, I'd be like, hey, Father McFeely, you know, what are you doing lately? And he'd be like, no,
Yeah.
just wasn't interested in me. I don't know why. But it starts out like, in the beginning, there was nothing. And then like 7 days, dude makes the whole thing. And at
Dude.
the end, he's like, and then they say, look, he looks back and it was good.
Not
It was
bad.
good.
I mean, it'll do.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
start. Good start.
It's like me painting a door frame. You step back and they'll never notice.
It's good.
Yeah, whatever.
It's good. He hit it with the it's good.
Yeah.
He
why
didn't
not?
say,
You know,
wow.
Not
look
my
what the-
best work, but
It's-
you know,
It'll do.
got nowhere to go but up.
It'll do. And then then they hit you with the Adam and Eve story, which is just
Got me kicked out of Catholic school.
you asked if it was incest. Yeah, I remember.
Good question for a
great
fucking
question.
for
That's a great
kindergartner or
fucking
a first
question.
grade, right?
I think it's fantastic. Yeah.
Shame on me knowing what that was, but shout out to my dad. I asked him, I heard the word, and I was
And he
like,
was
"What's
like,
that mean?"
"Well,
And
you just
it was
don't
just,
do it, kid."
yeah, it's when a brother and a sister bang and have a kid. Don't do
Yeah.
it. Well, I
Which-
didn't have a sister, so
Like I said, I don't think that's the reason you got kicked out.
yeah. Well, anyway,
But anyway,
straw that broke the camel's
so they hit him with that. A little bit of she was made with a rib. A rib. Remember? You've heard that
That's
one.
quite yeah.
Which
Why do you need the rib? Why do you need that though? Can't you just?
it doesn't make any
I'm
sense.
just putting myself in God's shoes,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I should be able to go like
you don't
that.
need to
Boom,
take
there
anything
she
from the
is.
poor fuck.
Yeah, why?
Like,
yeah, I
you
just
just-
made this guy,
you
and I
just-
was like,
Yeah.
yeah, fuck. It's like when you give one kid too much food and you got to take it off the other one's plate or
Doesn't make any
whatnot. Like,
sense.
what are you doing with my fucking rib, man?
Yeah, give it. That doesn't add up.
Yeah, it's yeah.
But then everything's perfect. They're in the Garden of Eden. They're doing their thing. They're having a great time. And then the snake slithers up
It's
and
a fucking snake.
But
yeah.
the one rule was don't eat the fucking apple.
Yeah, I'm starving. That's all that's there right now is an apple, and
I just don't get it.
that's why I don't eat apples.
So then the snake tells them, and then all of a sudden, boom, they're banished from the Garden of Eden, and it's fucking, and they're probably going, well,
kind of some strict rules, Dad. You know, like choose a
whole thing.
lane.
The whole
Jesus.
thing.
Taking my rib, you're putting an apple in front of my face. I can't eat that. It's like
how many pissed off people we got on there right now? Who's listening in?
I don't think there's
Hey.
anybody in this 115,000
I
that
don't
are
think
going to
there's-
hear this and get shitty about it.
No, they won't.
Yeah.
They know we're
God
fucking
damn it.
around. It just doesn't. To me, it's a really interesting. It's a really interesting story.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
I
I'm
like
not
that
saying
Buddha
it's wrong
guy.
or right. I'm
That
just
Buddha
saying
guy
it's very
seems like he's
interesting.
got it all right. You know, just be cool, man. Just chill. He's like a
That's the.
California surfer. You know what I mean? Just kind of
Is that
ride
the
the
real
wave,
fat
be
guy?
nice.
The bald head.
Yes.
Oh, look that guy.
Yeah.
up real
No,
quick.
it is. That's Buddha.
Buddhist monk.
Anyway,
He
hey,
doesn't
you're
talk
welcome for
much.
bringing the mask. By the way, that's why I was late. I had to go back and get it.
Yeah, I want to hold this up for the people on the camera here.
So,
If you're
full
watching on
disclosure,
YouTube,
all right.
at Beer Fam Podcast.
So,
if
full
you're watching.
disclosure, I'm on a whitewater rafting trip, and I found the one little spot that I could get some internet reception.
Yeah.
Getting caught up on Instagram. I'm a little, whatever, drunk, high, whatever it was, and everybody else is passed out, and I see this, and it says, "We'll make you look younger," and I'm like, I gotta go with it. So $500
It
later,
does,
here
'cause
we go.
You're 60.
Hey, 67. Yeah,
Whoa.
look at that. Yeah, it works better when you put it on, though. Yeah.
So what I have in my hands for anybody that's not watching on YouTube,
shout out to
if you're listening on Spotify and Apple, this is a mask. Oh, what the fuck is this?
it's a Fountain of Youth mask. I think
It
it's
looks
red light therapy is what it
looks
is.
like Wilson, the ball from Castaway.
It does,
but it's just the face, and you put it on your head and it turns this light on.
it's like a
bunch of red
little
lights.
Silence of the Lambs
bunch of-
action going on.
LED lights come
Do it.
blasting. How to?
You got to. It's a pain in the fucking dick. There you go.
It's not that.
And then you got to put. There it is.
Oh wow!
There you go. See, you already look better.
Is it gonna blind?
You
me?
kind of look hot right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Thank you. You ready? To
No,
see
put it
something?
on.
Just hit it.
Let's
Fucking
go.
Send it?
Yeah.
Hang on.
I'm very proud.
Oh,
I'm
man.
very proud of
Are you
you right
supposed to
now.
look at that?
This is way outside your comfort zone. Well, that's why when you were busting my balls on posting that picture on Chad, you little rat, you not
Hello.
showing up 3 days in a row. But we'll get to that later. But yeah, when I got off, I looked at that picture and I go, that was really fucking blurry. So yeah, kind of.
Oh yeah, that was a terrible.
Yeah,
thing.
I had that
Terrible.
thing on. So
Wow. So what is this doing right now? These red LED
it's making
lights
you
stuck on
look
my face.
younger. You're gonna get home and Cassie is gonna fucking rip those clothes off and go.
Because I
What
look
did you do
younger.
with my husband? Why did you replace him with this hot piece of ass?
How long you wear this fucking thing?
I think it goes for like 10 minutes or some shit
10
like
minutes
that.
a day, you just throw it on.
Yeah,
move
throw it
go
on.
about
Yeah,
your
you're
life.
good. There it is.
This was. I remember looking. This
Put
up,
it on your head. It'll make your hair grow.
It was like hundreds of dollars, wasn't it?
It was like I was definitely high when I bought it. Yeah, it was like $500, I think.
And you were whitewater wrapped.
I
in the
was,
middle
I
of
was,
fucking
and I
the
was
woods.
feeling a little wrinkly.
Middle
So
of
I'm
the
like, which are you gonna go this year with us? You should
White rock water rafting.
say that once.
Yeah, that's tough. Once.
Yeah. I see that being one of those things where you agree to now, and I'm the worst
yeah.
at doing this. Yeah, let's fucking go ahead
Like
and do
we
it.
told Tommy Crane we were gonna go see Gorilla Theory and fucking
Dude,
totally. and I was
Tommy,
out of
I'm so
town.
sorry.
Yeah,
Brandon was out of town, and I was.
Totally. Yeah, that was our bad. But yes, white water
remember my
rafting. It is one of
excuse.
those things. I'm gonna take this off because or should I just leave it on? I should go.
Leave
10
it
minutes.
on. Just I'm
Get my
telling you.
10 minutes in.
You take it off, you got a fucking beer, porn stash.
It's fucking generating myself.
I'm telling you, dude, you already look better.
Thank you. I
I'm
feel
getting
better. I
fucking. I'm
feel
getting hot over here.
So, yeah, whitewater rafting sounds fucking horrible.
No, it's so much fun,
It sounds
man.
dangerous.
It
The
is
rocks,
dangerous.
fucking-
That's
you
what's
wear helmets
fun.
and shit.
Yeah. Life vests, all that bullshit.
But I'm the guy with the bad luck. You know what I mean? Like I'm the
No,
guy
Yeah.
that fucking falls out and goes down a waterfall. Nobody knew was there.
There's like it's a peaceful death. First off, that
Yeah,
way
I
it
can
would
see
be a cool death.
It's a lot of screaming.
I
want to
go out like that. Like if I go out doing something like that, I'm fucking fine with it. You know, my word. When you hear people, he died in bed, peaceful, family around him. Fuck that.
Sounds boring. though.
No, that's terrible. I
Not
want a
your
fucking
way.
story. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
I want my kids' to be telling the story. Like, listen how my fucking grandpa died. My great grandfather died.
Whitewater rafting.
Yeah, him and his buddy. He told his buddy whitewater rafting was safe. Fucking falls
went
out
off
and he
a
gets stuck under.
Went off a waterfall, fucking 100 meters high. That's my luck, is what I'm saying, though. But when do you go? Where? West Virginia?
West Virginia, and it is fucking everything. It's the epitome of West Virginia. When you hear West Virginia, we're in that town.
How are you staring at me right now without even breaking character? Do I look like a fucking...
You do. You're a little intimidating right now.
Get a picture of myself.
No, but you're in a town of maybe 500 people. There's probably 300 teeth in the entire fucking county. The picture of the cop that I sent you where he's looking all fucking feeling cute, that was at the breakfast spot.
From the 40s?
Yeah, that was the town that we were in. But no, dude, it's a good time. You definitely need to go. Cassie would love it. You'd be out of the house for like 4 days. You'd come back. And this is going to sound how it's going to sound. It's going to be one of those. It was a spiritual trip, you know? You're out there, you're battling the fucking rapids, and there's one day, it's cold as balls, I'm not going to lie, this day. And Vincent, God damn that kid. I love my son to death, but he had one fucking job, dude. Bring the GoPro.
Oh, so you didn't get any footage.
Dude, I set it out. It's on the table. It's impossible to fuck this up. All you got to do is grab the goddamn camera. We get out there. We're going to put it on. He doesn't bring the memory card. So we're in the middle of buttfuck Virginia looking for memory cards. I'm like, dude, we can't even find air conditioning.
Oh, you're like going to a little gas station.
You're in a fucking, where are we at now? Flint Hill? This is Manhattan compared to where we're at, you know? Shout out to Flint Hill. But in any event, so we're, with the last day, dude, it's freezing out. We're on this big open. Everybody else had bailed. We're on it. And you got these leaves just fucking fall. Like, I wanted to cry. It was so goddamn beautiful. I felt like we were in a painting. And it's like, you know, it sure would be nice if we had this on fucking film right now. And
so do you get some pictures with your phone at least?
No, you can't. You can't take your phone on this at all.
Oh, yeah. Because it's gonna get wet.
It's gonna get wet.
That mask.
But no, it was a good time, dude. And our guy Julian, shout out to Julian.
He's one of those.
Show you.
He'll hear this. Yeah.
I'll show you a picture of him. I mean, this is not the guy you want leading you into fucking death's door.
I think you sent me a picture of him. What do he look like again?
I'll pull him up, man. He looks like a fucking the bassist from 311 in the 90s. I mean, just dreads down to here, just that. And he's smoking a vape the entire time, right? And I thought he's just doing a nicotine vape or whatnot. And then finally we're like, he's like, hey, do you guys want some? You know? And it's like, oh, there's weed in that. Dude, I took one hit and I was crippled. I'm like, you've been smoking this all fucking day as we're going down rapids? And he's just,
He's like, yeah, man.
I'm not really selling it too well, am I?
No, I'm not going.
Yeah. All right. Well, I appreciate the honesty.
And that's when you know that I'm really not going.
Yeah.
Because if I tell you that I'm going, I'm probably 50% going.
You'll kind of do just the tip a little bit. You'll tease a little bit.
It's like I'm basically saying don't even bring it up again.
Now, why don't you want to do something like that?
Your sales pitch just there?
Not good?
No, it wasn't good. But also, I don't know, man. It just sounds like you're fucking get really banged up. It sounds like the water's fucking cold as shit.
It's brilliant.
It sounds
it's
like
so much
you're
fun.
Wet as
yes.
Hell with freezing cold water.
Yeah. Who wants to be comfortable?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Count me in. I'll be there.
All right. Perfect.
Just let me know when we're going. I'm there.
All right.
Yeah.
What do you want to talk about
fucking,
today?
Our last episode, Miranda.
I have not seen any aliens at all. I'm a little pissed.
Have you tried?
Miranda.
So we had Miranda.
Yeah, I look up every night I go outside.
We had Miranda on last week.
She's very cool, by the way.
She's
very
freaking
cool.
awesome. She's a sweetheart. She's a really intelligent person too, really in tune with everything.
Aliens.
But we had her on and we talked about aliens, and she had legit footage. I mean, it wasn't like Mars Attacks like you would expect. But
which would be great.
God, wouldn't that
That'd be another
amazing
good way to go out.
If they just fucking, and they are just as goofy looking.
You know, the best part of that movie is how they just completely shit on country music. I am so for that because I can't.
You hate it.
Oh my God, I can't stand it. And it's one of those, it's like somebody being, you know, whatever they want to identify as. Look, do what you're going to do. I don't care. Just don't shove it down my throat. Yeah. It's when the people are going, well, Beyonce's doing country music now. You should give it a shot.
Listen.
Yeah, I'm still fucking good. I'm still okay.
Have you heard it?
What, country music?
Beyonce?
Or no, not at all.
Beyonce's country
at
music.
all. No, I've got no desire.
It's great. It's great. You'll like it.
I'm so out of country music. I was taking Vincent to his when he played Lufu soccer. I was taking him to his coach's house or whatever. They were doing like a sleepover. And everybody's all getting ready, and I'm like, where are you guys going? They're like, oh, we're going to the Florida-Georgia line. And I'm like, oh, is there a fucking game or like what?
A bar there?
Yeah, like what, like, is that the name of it?
Festival?
Florida-Georgia line,
That's the name
right?
of a band.
Right. And I go.
They call it a band or a group. I don't know what they call it.
I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So what's the occasion? They're like, oh, a concert. And I go, who's playing? They're like, Florida-Georgia line. And I'm like,
yeah.
Oh, that's the group.
That's the
I go,
name.
oh, okay.
That's the name of the group.
That's yeah.
And then they got one called like the Band Perry. Yeah, I don't know, man. The only ones that like whatever happened to like Garth Brooks. That's a
what
fucking,
happened to that guy?
That's a country music.
He got
name.
didn't he get goth there for a second and
Yeah,
got
it was
a
Chris
little
Gaines.
fucking
Chris
weird?
Gaines.
Chris Gaines.
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah. It was
All
like
right.
it was like rock, but like emo.
Yeah.
Fucking odd.
And did he ever come back or did he
yeah,
stay?
of course.
He
I think
did.
this was
Okay.
like, I think this was like a year.
So is he
acted
still
like that.
doing?
It was like
the-
his Britney Spears, where she fucking shaved her head and went.
Was he
loose.
just going through some shit,
I
or
don't know.
he
Maybe
was
it
like
was-
getting bored with country music, or
I guess. Fuck. I couldn't.
he
tell you.
heard it and he was like, "This is what I've been fucking doing my whole time."
I couldn't tell you.
It's like Oppenheimer looking back on, "What have I fucking done? I put all my effort into this."
What is going on?
I watched that last night, by the way.
Is it good?
Yeah. Oh, you haven't seen it?
No.
I did a paper on him in college, and so when it fucking came out, I'm like, what? Trying to remember, okay, how accurate is this going to be? One thing that they left out of the history books, Oppenheimer got ass. A lot of it.
Well,
yeah.
He was the one.
Oh,
building-
dude, he's like ripping through his buddies' wives, and
Oh, wow,
like,
so
yeah,
he was a maniac.
he's a little magnet. Yeah, that guy.
They didn't put that in the movie.
Building bombs and dropping bombs.
They didn't put
That's
that in
what-
the movie?
They did put it in
They
the
did,
movie.
so, okay,
I didn't realize what a fucking chick magnet he was.
Do you think they did that for cinematic purposes, or do you think he was a? I mean, you got to imagine he's probably. If you're real smart,
Maybe the
like that,
grandkid has to sign off on them making a movie going, look,
No.
we'll agree, but you got to get, Grandpa's got to get some ass.
Yeah.
You got to write this in.
That's
Just
fair.
make some shit up.
That's fair. That's fair. So good movie though.
It is. It's
I haven't-
fucking
I don't-
terrifying,
I don't watch enough movies. If I have downtime, it's on the patio, outside.
which we're going to do after.
You want to come
after
over?
Yeah, I'll come over for a little bit.
You really gonna?
I
come
will,
over?
yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go get.
I'm not like you. I'm not an empty promise guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, I'm not going to sit there and drink 27 fucking beers and then go
Give
function.
it a try.
But
Give it a try.
all right, I'll get a Guinness or 3.
Give it a try. Well, also I wanted to, while I got the people of the internet here, we announced our 4-year anniversary party. We're gonna make it the biggest cancer benefit that we've ever done. So I'm getting ahead of it 3 months early.
All right.
2.5 months early, but we're gonna try to raise as much money as possible for childhood cancer, and June 15th.
Are you anti-adult cancer
Frankie,
or just?
no, I'm cool with that.
Okay,
That's good.
all
That's fine. No, Frankie Martin's Garden, June 15th. It's gonna be huge. We're gonna have cornhole tournaments. We're gonna have the whole garden. We're gonna have the stages. We're gonna get sponsors and stuff. So hit me up if you listen to this and you hear about it. And then we're gonna have
What kind of
pickleball
music?
tournaments. Pickleball, that's your shit, right? We're gonna do country music.
You fuck.
I'm just
All
kidding.
right. All right. You can FaceTime me.
I'm just kidding. Are you what pickleball? You still doing the pickleball?
I have not played since we played in
we
that
got-
tournament and got our
We got a thing in a
heads
week and a
kicked
half.
in.
We got a thing in a week and a half.
We got to figure that out.
It's not that big a deal. It's real easy. Real easy.
Well, I've got Lauren on it. She just needs to know what she needs to do. I feel bad. Like
you're acting like you're planning a wedding here. It's easy.
I'm not. I'm trying to be. I'm trying to.
Just don't do anything. Don't do anything.
Okay,
Just
perfect.
come.
Perfect.
I'll take care
That's
of it.
my
I'll
speed.
take care of
That's
it.
my speed.
I'll take care of
Okay.
it.
All right. That's my speed right
just
there.
Be there.
All
Just
right.
be there,
All right.
okay?
April 17th.
April 17th.
Okay.
5:30 to 8. or
Me,
so.
you, Justin Faust.
Me, you, Justin Faust with State Farm, Justin Faust Agency, Tim Trifoletti, U Mortgage,
Thank you.
Brandon McNamee, Mac Realty Group. We're gonna throw a happy hour.
But we're doing it as just a
We ain't
couple of
talking about
guys.
real estate.
We're just wanting to hang out.
We ain't talking about real estate. If you
Hang
want to,
out,
we
give
will.
you some
But
free
we'd
drinks
almost
and-
rather you didn't.
Yeah, there it is.
We're just gonna drink some beer. And it's gonna be free food and drinks up to a limit. Say $50.
yeah,
I'm just kidding.
free pickles and
Pickleball,
Natural
all that
light.
fun shit. And if you wanna come out, Chicken and Pickle. We didn't even
There it
do a
is.
fucking place. I didn't even tell them the place.
There
Chicken
it
and
is.
Pickle. Chicken and Pickle. 5th Street. Streets of St. Charles.
That
Streets
one.
of St. Charles.
That one.
Yeah.
But no, your 4-year anniversary. So let's talk about that. How sick of you are talking? I saw you were on that other dude's podcast. Really good, by the way.
Which one?
The guy. It was
Adam.
Sure,
Adam
that guy.
Chesney, Builders of Authority.
Builders of
Did you see that one?
Authority.
You watch it?
I
Or
did.
you
Yeah,
didn't fucking do. They
I
do.
swear to God, I
You
watched like
listened
5
to-
minutes of it.
Yeah,
no,
I was
not the
gonna say,
whole
okay,
thing.
that's
No,
it.
I didn't. If I was on a podcast, how much are you going to listen
The
to?
whole fucking thing. I
no,
swear.
you're not.
I
no,
swear
you're not.
on my
Have you
fucking
listened to
everything.
one episode that we've been on?
Yeah.
You have the entire thing.
Yeah.
Liar.
I did. It was the one where we and I usually don't listen to them, but it was the one where we talked about life after death and reincarnation and all that shit. That was fucking good.
I've been thinking about that lately, and honestly, it's gotten me a little bit depressed. It's gotten me a little depressed that I'm not more like worried about it, you know, or like I don't put more thought into it.
What are you gonna do? I mean, even if what are you gonna figure it out?
I don't
the
know.
meaning of life.
Get deep, I guess. I don't know. Like I feel like I'm lacking something that I'm just like I don't give a fuck. Whatever happens, happens.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. I can't be like that.
It
But
is. It's shitty.
I do admire those people that are.
Thank you.
No, not those people.
Oh.
Not you. Those people that like know for fact this is what happens. We go to heaven, or those people that are totally content with nothing happens.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like anybody that's not trying to wrap their head around it every day, like fucking I am.
It'll drive you
Which
crazy
it does.
though,
And it's
man.
like,
It
what am I
gives you
gonna do? I'm not
fucking
gonna figure it
anxiety.
out.
Right.
I'm not gonna figure it out. That's stupid.
But here's my thing. I wish there was a way that you could watch at the end. So whoever is right, you could sit back and go, I told you
Like
so.
we could walk up to each other.
100% going,
Yeah.
you believe me now?
Yeah.
You know, looking back on it, it does make sense.
See, that would be cool. Like I always think, like, you know, it'd be cool to just be like, I'm right about something, because I'm never right about anything. You know what I mean?
I am constantly, and it gets old.
I know it's got to be tough.
Especially at home.
But
Gets
we were
really
talking
old.
about it with Miranda, and she was talking about aliens and all that shit, which you said you're a firm believer in.
1,000%.
Which I agree
and
with.
you have
I
to be
agree
with
with. Yeah.
as well, right?
Mhm.
Anybody with any fucking brain cells.
Well, Elon Musk says that Carl Sagan said, okay, so fucking Carl Sagan.
Right,
Just cut
right.
Elon Musk out of the whole fucking
All right.
equation. Carl Sagan said that there's either for sure aliens,
Okay.
or there's for sure. I'm getting deep here.
Okay,
or
wow.
there's for sure not aliens.
Let me digest that
I
one.
knew it was
All
coming.
right.
I knew it was
there
coming.
either is or there isn't.
But he said,
Whoa.
fuck was it? They're both equally terrifying, because if there are aliens, there's tons of them, obviously,
Right.
because the Earth is 13.5 billion years old. But if it's not, then that means that what we have is so fucking rare, and it's equally terrifying. Either way, it's fucking terrifying. Does that
What
make
is
sense?
what is common sense and probability tell you? There's no
Right.
way we're the only ones
For
here.
sure.
At
Right,
all.
right,
At all. It makes
right.
no sense.
Right. But what I was going off of that now, you said ghosts you don't believe in.
I
though.
do not believe in ghosts.
Okay.
I don't. And it's not like I'm talking shit on them.
No.
But
Oh,
I
yeah.
have said
You're
a
not
lot where if they were real, they'd be like, all right, motherfucker, watch
Yeah.
this. And
Yeah.
nothing's happened, you know?
Yeah.
But it's like when you talk to people that are like, no, I've experienced. And it's like, what? It's I couldn't find my keys and then I could. And that was my dad talking to me. Like,
There's deeper
you gotta
stories.
give me a little bit more than that. You know what I mean?
That was my dad telling
You know?
me, here's your
Yeah,
keys.
exactly.
That's
I want to set a pen and a piece of paper down and
Yeah.
go, if you're in here, fucking tell me something, you know?
I
And-
hear you. I hear you.
Yeah.
Well, why do you believe in aliens but not ghosts?
Because I think
you never seen either of them.
well, I haven't. All right, let me
Come on.
let me think about
I believe
one.
in both of them. So that's why I'm kind of but I do just out of I don't even know why.
I think
I can't even
the
do it.
alien thing is I think we're just naive to think that you and I are real, all right? Well,
Are we?
according to us,
Are
we
we?
are. If we're doing the simulation thing,
Then
we're
we're
not or
not.
what. I just think the probability of aliens being out there are so much more. And with the whole ghost thing, I guess my question is, and it's going to be equal with aliens, you don't have a lot of footage. Prove it to me. You know, like I don't want to watch ghost hunters and they're in a dark room and
alien hunters.
You hear a noise and it's like, oh, that's, fucking whoever, Thomas Jefferson talking or Steve that you saw in this house is talking to me. That I need more than that, you know?
Well, you know what? It's kind of stupid that all the ghosts are always some fucking 1800s.
Yeah.
Like, where's the guy from 2007 with the Gene Code jeans
100%.
and
Yes.
the visor and the
100%.
where's that ghost?
Yeah, exactly. I want Anthony Bourdain's ghost to show up when,
I want to see
when
Kyle
I'm fucking up my steak.
Some guy named Kyle with a fucking, backwards hat, a Limp Bizkit shirt.
100%.
I want to see that ghost. It's always some fucking.
And here's the other thing with the whole ghost thing. We've had how many trillions of people on this earth that have actually died, right?
Mm-hmm.
So why is it so selective? Why is it so few? Like, why do you get to be a ghost and
Get to be.
Yeah,
You think it's a privilege?
I think it'd be fun to be a ghost if I die and I can just kind of float around.
Unfinished
and,
business,
I'd be a naughty ghost.
Unfinished
I'd
business.
be fucking with people.
I'm gonna sneeze and fuck this whole fucking thing up in a second.
You realize you're at the house that I guess you died in, and now so there you go. You get the chick cheating on her husband with the neighbor or
Blew out the
whatnot.
speakers in somebody's car.
I'm the ghost that's like setting up the phone and like FaceTiming the husband, going, "Hey man, look what's going on." I'd be
You're a mischievous ghost.
Yeah, I'd be a naughty ghost.
Mischievous, like Casper.
Yeah, but I don't.
No, he
but
was
you
friendly.
do believe in ghosts.
Yeah, I figure why not? Why not?
There you go.
I don't know. Oh man,
You do have Beetlejuice tattooed on your hand. I mean, that's got to be a strong.
He's a
inclination.
bioexorcist. He's a bioexorcist. It's different.
How long you been sitting on that one?
Fucking never had a
Whoa,
chance. Never had a chance to say
Hey,
it. He's the leading bioexorcist of the
new
afterlife.
words coming out. I like it.
Yeah, I never said that word.
But back to Miranda, though, we do need to go do a night and go check out, because I would love to see something like that.
Bramall Seek Park. She said she went out there and just sat there. What a maniac! Like, and you fucking see him, and you're like, I'm just gonna stay here for a couple hours and look at him. Like,
That would be, if you're doing that and you're by yourself and you're out in the woods like that, that would be kind of a terrifying moment and beautiful at the same time.
mostly terrifying. Yeah,
A little bit of beauty in it.
I would wonder what it was. I don't know.
But I kind of feel like I get shitty about it. Like, what's wrong with me? Like, why can't you show yourself to me? I'm not going to say anything to anybody.
Yeah, that is kind of judgmental, isn't
Yeah,
it? It's
it
like
is.
almost like racist. Alien
It
racism.
kind of is.
Alien racism.
Yeah. Well, it's 2024.
You can
I'm
have
a
all sorts of-
whitish male. You know, they're like, we're over you.
You're fucked in
Yeah.
a way. Yeah. But no, that was really interesting to have her on. That was she's very in tune with her brain.
Yeah.
I don't know the fucking
Yeah.
word. You know what I'm saying?
I love people like that.
Yeah. We need to have her back on. She wants
I
to
wish I
she
could
wants
be
to
like
talk
that.
about- Yeah. Yeah. Man, I gotta piss again. I just
Knock it out.
Do
I'll
we
do some.
just-
I'll do some
you
freestyle
gonna improv?
rapping. Yeah,
Can you
why
handle
not?
it? Can you fucking
I'll-
take this over?
Yeah, I'll tell some jokes.
Hey, lead it. Take it away.
I'll
this
tell some
everybody.
jokes.
This is Tim Trifoletti, doing his stand up.
Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3.
I'm gonna take a peek.
No, I got absolutely nothing. But I'll sit here in awkward silence. I don't care. Yeah, no shit. I will say this though. I do think that we need to start getting some more engagement with you fuckers out there and start giving us some ideas on maybe people to have on the podcast, topics, things of that nature. You know, make it a little bit more interactive, if you will. So I think what I will have old Brandonio do is start posting some ideas on what you think we should talk about. Maybe you guys give us some votes, tell us, hey, this is what we want to hear you idiots talk about or whatnot, and then we take it from there. So yeah, that's my contribution to this whole thing. See, I was basically talking shit about you.
I heard you. You did good.
No, I
didn't
saying-
wash my hands so I could be quick. So
I'm kind of 50-50 on that.
I didn't even touch my dick.
Yeah.
Like, why
Well,
do I have to wash my
I
hands?
know it's
I
clean.
didn't even touch my dick. I literally
Although,
pulled this fucking pants.
I've been rocking the
gym
no
shorts.
under. I've been rocking the no underwear thing here
That's my favorite.
lately. Oh, it's the best. But
I haven't wore underwear.
so now I'm washing my
decades.
hands. I'm washing my hands now, which kind of doesn't make sense because you would almost think it would be cleaner without having the underwear on. Because you know, with the boxers, you got your nuts all.
You
it's
don't
kinda
even gotta-
sweaty and
you
yeah.
don't got to touch it.
Yeah.
You just stand over there. Well, one, if you're like me, you prefer to sit down when
You
you
don't
pee.
give it a little tug when you're going. You
Uh,
don't shake it.
if you sit when you pee, hear me out, folks. If you
Which I
sit-
do that in the morning.
One, you get a little
Oh, it's the
break.
best.
You get to just hang out. You don't have to fucking aim.
Get to look at ESPN.
You just get to sit, and you don't have to touch it.
Yeah,
So
true.
why? What do we wash? What am I washing my fucking hands for? I didn't even touch it.
Valid point. I get made fun of when I talk about sitting down when I pee.
That's ridiculous.
It's relaxing.
There's no, ask that person whenever they say that. Ask them what what one benefit is of standing while peeing.
You know?
Tell me one. Anybody?
I'm going to say speed.
Sal Trifoletti's going to come on
Speed.
here. Uncle Frankie's Trifoletti's going to.
We do need to
He's
have,
he's
we
always
do, we
listening.
do need to have Frankie
He
on
is
here,
always
man.
listening.
Yeah.
You'll see him in the YouTube comments.
He's the best.
I
He
love
knows
him.
what my birthday is.
I
He's,
love the
you
guy.
know, you fucking gave me a birthday shout. Well, I gave myself a birthday shout out the other day, and it's not even near my birthday or whatnot.
I gave you a good one too.
And I love how I put thank you for the birthday wishes. I get like 89, 90 likes or whatnot. You post a picture with me halfway cutting out. You've got like 275 likes on it.
Yeah, that was good.
It's like fucking rude.
I just
kind
kinda
of
cut you right
It's
out of there.
rude. I used to do that with Andrea a lot, and I would get shit.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Ryan Reynolds because we know we stole it from.
Oh,
Ryan
absolutely.
Reynolds. Oh,
That's
yeah.
the best.
Absolutely.
That's the best. But no, shout out to Uncle Frankie too, because Uncle Frankie, I know you're gonna be in the YouTube comments, and we love you.
We need to get him out here.
We love you. And also, I want to give a shout out to my uncle Scott.
Uh-oh.
He's a dedicated listener. He's flying to Isla Mujeres right now.
Where?
Isla Mujeres.
What?
I don't even know if that's how you say
What
it.
is that?
It's
Is that
off
near the
Can- it's off
Florida-Georgia
Cancun.
line?
Yeah, it's a concert.
Oh, okay.
No, no, it's a
Is that the Holy Land or?
it's a little island off Cancun.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
I
fantastic.
didn't know he was. I didn't know he was Jewish.
Yeah, it's
Sounds
one
like a spot over in Israel.
no.
Say it again.
Isla Mujeres.
Yeah. It's,
Isla
yeah.
Mujeres.
Oh,
maybe?
you
I
haven't
don't
eaten
know.
until you've gone to Ismula Harris.
But no, shout out to him always listening in, which is cool. I think there's a lot of people that listen in that we don't know about. I'll bump into somebody. They'll be like, "Hey, I loved that episode. You guys were talking about this." I don't even know that they're listening. I don't even-
Beautiful.
So if you're listening, feel free to go to the beer page ever and give your make a post. Tell us what you like about it. If you like it, if you want to see some change, we're just fucking winging it here.
and say some really mean things.
But let
we
us
can
know.
take it.
Yeah.
I like
Oh, yeah.
the abuse.
Oh,
I
yeah.
like when people, except when fucking who was that? Who did the Steve Buscemi? Was that
You're still on
Michael
that. You're still
Michael
on that.
Kuhn? Is that who did that?
I don't know.
It's one of it. Yeah,
fuck is
somebody
Michael
did
Kuhn?
something.
I don't even know who that is.
He's on there, but somebody fucking did a thing where, like, insinuating I look like Steve Buscemi because the one broad was like,
Did you say
"Yeah, you sound
Buscemi?
Buscemi." That's how you say his name,
That's
isn't
not
it?
how you say it.
Well, whoever, some
Buscemi.
some chick was like, "Yeah, he sounds like Steve Buscemi, whatever his
That was
name
rough.
is."
You're still on that.
Yeah,
Hey, I think we
'cause
should. Let's see how many episodes in a row you can bring that up. Because I really am.
It hurt. You
It
know,
does.
I bleed. I'm human.
Well, I think the more you talk about it, the more you'll heal from it.
Yeah, obviously it did bother me a little bit. I've already got a little bit of a fucking thing with my voice. There's really nothing I can do to change it. So it's like, why pick? Like when I make fun of people, if it's something they can't control, I'm not going to make fun of it. But if it's something they can control, I will absolutely make fun of it. I
Yeah.
can't help what I fucking sound like, people. So, move on to my, nose or something like that. But
Something you
anyway.
can help.
Yeah,
you can
exactly.
Control it. You
I can get a
control your
fucking, I
nose.
can get a nose
Yeah.
job. I can't do anything with my voice.
Oh, I think you sound great.
Thanks.
You do. You do.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, that's stuck with you. But no, those people. Thank you. Whoever's like when you listen in, and we don't know that you do, and we really like to hear from you and know that you're actually listening and whether or not you enjoy this shit or because I mean we have no agenda. Somebody asked me the other day, "What the hell? What's it about? Like, what's your podcast about?" I'm like, it's literally just
Nothing.
me and Tim.
Tim and I.
Fuck.
God damn
Fuck!
you, man.
I was
Shit.
thinking about that this week too,
You're-
because I caught Cassie's doing that shit, and I corrected her. You got me on that.
Hey, man. Proper English.
I
Sorry.
hear you. I hear you.
Sorry I was raised right.
Fucking Steve Buscemi, fucking sounding ass. Oh, but no. Tim and I. It's just Tim and I,
Thank you.
and they're like, well, I mean, because like you listen to other people's podcasts, and it's like, well, we're talking about business, or we're talking about fitness, or we're talking about. That's it. That's the only ones you ever hear
Right,
about.
right.
Is,
Yeah.
Fitness and business.
Yeah.
And we have no agenda.
And I like that.
We don't have any fucking agenda.
And
except
for a
just to talk.
second there, I wanted us to have one, and then you put me in place, and you just go, isn't it so much more fun when we just get up and
Look
wing
at
it?
us go.
Yeah.
We decided we were coming here, 2 hours ago?
Yes.
We have nothing in front of
Yes.
us. No notes, no paper. Just two dudes talking.
And what's funny about that? I was talking. Andrea today is like, "What are you guys talking about?" And I was like, "Same o, same o." She's like, "You guys have no fucking idea, do
No.
you?" And I'm like, "No." And then I thought about it. It's like if we were gonna hang out, because that's ultimately what this is. We're just kind of hanging out, and we got. She's like,
That's all it is.
"Are we gonna have a criteria? Hey, let's go to your house, have some beers, but this is what we're gonna talk. I want to hit on
Absolutely
these
not.
talking points right here.
No.
Absolutely not.
We
No.
might have a cool ass guest on that's got something cool to talk about.
Yes.
But our best work is just here. And this is actually legit like a hobby that I'm learning to love.
We're freeballing it.
Boom.
It's the only time we can get away, and I think we both love our wives. All right, love being
Sure,
around
yeah.
the family and all that.
Of course.
Love work, lies. But it's the only time I think I know for a fact I'm going to get 1 hour a week where I can just sit back. I don't have to look at my phone. I don't have to listen to
Nothing.
this. We can just be a couple of guys. Give me 1 hour a week. That's all I ask.
This is legit therapy.
It is. It is.
So when anybody asks what we're doing, what our agenda is, it's fucking this. It's to just this. It's this. We're winging it, pal.
I think everybody should try it.
This is actually
do
what-
a fake podcast. You'll feel so much better.
Fuck, record it if you want to.
Yeah.
Just put your camera up with your buddy and just talk.
That's how you got
This
started.
this is actually how you and I actually hang out. Like this is what we.
It
do.
is.
Like turn the cameras off
It is.
and the microphone off, and this is us doing our hang set.
Couple of guys just talking. That's
Yeah.
all we're doing.
I mean, that's literally exactly what.
How
it
many
is.
people do you have trying to get on as guests?
A lot of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let me guess, it's always the same thing. Like, shit, if you want to get banned, have me on, brother. I'll tell you what.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
a wild boy.
Yeah, they think that's what you want.
Right.
You want some crazy shit.
And how many people have you never met trying to get on?
All of them.
That's what people don't realize. You and I were friends before you were like popular or like, like we were.
I'm famous between Lake St. Louis and Wentzville.
No,
Parkway.
you're a lot farther.
If you
So
take
listen,
that area, those two exits,
hear me
I got
out.
that covered.
Hear me out. I'm at Supplement Superstore yesterday getting
Which
the
one?
body Mid Rivers.
Fucking love that place.
Getting my
All of
body fat measured. 10.2.
No shit.
Yeah, I'm getting up there. I need to get back down to that like 8. I'm in competition with Vincent, dude. I'm not going to let him. But anyway,
Yeah.
we're talking and he's like, fuck, how did it get brought up? I think he's like, what are you doing this weekend or whatnot? And I'm like, blah, blah, blah. My buddy and I do a podcast. And he's
buddy
like,
and I.
oh, what is it? And I told him and he goes, dude, I'm on that beer page. And he goes, I think he was in the military in California when it came out. I think he was like a Marine or something like that. And he's like, yeah, I've been there since like day one or whatnot. And he's like, that's your friend? And I'm like, oh, fuck. For the love of Christ, here we go. Yeah, it's my, how did you guys meet?
I like when I meet those people in person and I'm like, dude, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I am.
So much.
There's
yeah.
nothing here.
It's like the Grand Canyon.
It's
Like,
like,
this
all right,
is it, huh? Big
that's it?
hole. All
Oh,
right.
okay,
yeah.
back to, yeah. But no, that's I love doing this. I love that we do this, and I think we need to just keep doing it. And I'm having fun.
Well, I would like, and what I was talking about when you were in there playing with yourself is
I didn't even touch it.
getting that's right. You told me about that. But when you get good, when you get to Jedi mode or whatnot, you don't have to touch it. You can just
you
take
don't
care
have
of it
to-
with your thought.
Just
yeah.
flip it off the gym
There-
shorts here. Just flip
too
it over
much,
the top.
Too much.
Yeah,
Shave that thing. Jesus Christ.
Bald as a berry. I got
Oh
that
my
manscape. I got that manscape shit. God, I look like a
give me the Ron Jeremy, boss.
same as when I was 5 years old.
I lost my train of thought. What was I talking
Tunnel
about?
vision.
Oh no,
vision.
getting these people to give us some talking points on like what at least kind of go down the list a little bit. And,
Yeah. I like to. Well, that's why I want them to. If you're listening to this and you like, I want you to post and say, hey, I loved the podcast or hated the podcast or fucking here's what. Just make those posts in the beer page or on your regular page. Share this with people. Help us grow it and help us have some, a bigger listening audience. I know we have a pretty good audience. I look at the numbers. We do pretty well. But
what's good? I don't know what's
well,
I don't
for
know what's good.
podcast, I think for newer podcasts,
Couple hundred.
that'd be really good. Yeah,
Okay.
we do better than that.
Okay.
We do.
All right.
We do.
I take full
We're
responsibility.
in a couple thousands an
Yeah.
episode, which is really good for a new podcast.
You know what we should do? We should do what all our local social media influencers, the rah-rah guys,
Yeah.
start buying some fucking lives.
Dude,
get that shit up.
yeah.
Like, look,
Fuck
man,
yeah.
48,000 people listen to this shit right
Yep,
here.
Yep. That's how you know you made it. Whenever you get people in the Pacific Rim that are
look, dude, we're gonna have we're going to do this.
North Korea.
We're gonna do an episode where we're just completely shit faced. And we're going to forget we're doing a podcast, and we're going to start calling them out by name. Yeah. We're going to pull up their fucking pictures.
Yeah.
But, dude, we have so much fun with it. It's just so much fun.
Hey, whatever they want to do. I don't give a fuck. I just think it's funny.
It's the best, though.
I think it's funny whenever they have something posted, and it's like, wow, 12,000 likes, and they only have fucking.
Oh yeah, and look, they're only friends with 3 of them. That's awesome.
Yeah, then you look at it, and it's like they're all heart reacts, and they go, oh, fucking.
Exactly.
It's like interesting.
Yeah, got the whole fucking Hong Kong. They're rooting for you there, buddy.
Really
good for you.
Really got your back.
Right.
Or it'll be a video with like fucking 600 views and 12,000 likes.
Yeah, exactly.
How the fuck did that work? That's amazing.
And it's like, if you want to be an accelerated version of yourself, you need to follow these 3 rules. You know, get up early, get on.
Yeah. It's always the same fucking rules too. It's always get up before everybody else, outwork them, and eat right.
You gotta want it more than they do. I am friends with so many people that have these like rags to riches stories. It's just like, everybody thought I was gonna. Now, mind you, they're coming from like a middle class fucking family or whatnot, but it's like the guy that gets a new car or whatnot, and it's just like they said it couldn't be done, and look at me now, and it's just like. That's not really motivating me at all. That's cool. I appreciate the car and all that.
Very nice. Very good. Proud of you.
I think it's a midlife thing, I think is what it is. Yeah, I really do.
It's a lot of Grant Cardone, Andrew Tate fucking videos that they're replicating.
Do you listen to Andrew Tate? Have you listened to him?
I don't. A little bit. I see clips and stuff like that.
Yeah. Here's the funny thing about it, because that was a spar of controversy in our household, because Vin was, and Vin's 21, right? Mm-hmm. So he's going to watch shit like that. Andrea's way over here, and them two are like going at it, and it's like, let me listen to this guy. 80% of what he says is absolutely fantastic. Talks about being a high value male. You got to defend your lady. You can't expect anything handed to you, whatnot, blah, blah, blah. Sure. And he's just fucking killing it. And then it's like, never get on a plane if there's a female pilot. And it's like, you just fuck it up, man. Come on, dude. What do you?
You got your wife listening.
What are you
like,
doing?
Right.
I know. I know. It's just like, God damn it.
He drops
you had me.
Oh yeah. No, I don't. I've seen his videos and stuff. I think he's like under indictment for sex trafficking or something. Or is that all bullshit?
I think that's all bullshit, and that's an interesting point, because Diddy is also under investigation for. What do you think sex trafficking is? I went down the rabbit hole.
I would imagine it's where you,
exactly.
Child sex trafficking.
It sounds bad. No. Just sex trafficking.
Where you maybe dope up some people and keep them in your circle and pass them around to your homies. And
so you're writing the law for sex trafficking right now. Your opinion of what it is. So if you got people in your group,
I would
and
say
you got
driving down the highway while having sex.
Okay. See, I get it.
If I'm writing the law,
because it's traffic.
Yeah.
No, I think it's something if there's money being exchanged and. I'm gonna fuck
it's prostitution,
talk.
That's
I'll
prostitution,
pull it up.
pal.
It's something about That's what it is. Sex trafficking is prostitution for the most part. Which, if that's the case, I know, especially in my college days, a lot of sex traffickers out there, and believe me, they're not sex traffickers.
That's pimping.
It's
pimping.
It's pimping is what they were doing.
No,
anyway, keep going. I'm gonna look this law up.
Either way, it's bad. And what's that on your? Is that a thumbprint on your necklace?
Yeah, it's my stepdad's.
Oh, no shit.
I was actually going to get you one. I hate doing this. I've got a fucking nasty habit of doing this. I was going to get you one of these for your mom.
Yeah.
Okay? And I called up
to my mom on one side, my brother on the other.
I called up Bowie, and they were like, you got to fill this form out. We've got to call him to
no surprises there.
Yeah. We've got to call him to get permission to do it. And I'm like, she's been dead for like 72. Like, I don't want you to make that call. Like, hey, man, your buddy called up and got a really cool idea for you. I'm like, so that's why I'm like, I'll just get him the DoorDash.
Is it too late to do?
Which I'm salty about the DoorDash, by the way.
Why?
Because I thought I was like doing, so I'm talking with Travers. You had gone down to Lake of the Ozarks, and I'm like, I'm bad in
This
these
is a couple
situations.
days after my mom died.
Yeah,
just for context.
Yeah,
for the
it was
listeners.
fresh. It was wrong word. Okay, phrasing terrible. But in any event, I'm like, what can I do to like help? Let me help.
Yeah.
And she came up with the idea. She's like, they're going to be moving around a lot, blah, blah, blah. Get some like DoorDash or what. So I get you a pretty nice DoorDash.
500
it was like $500,
Yeah.
right? And I'm like, I'm going to feed this fucking family for the next week. You know, they're going to praise me after every meal. So it was like a year after. I'm like, yeah.
It's
So
not
what?
been that long. It's been like a couple months.
What did? Okay, all right. So anyway,
Fucking timeline. With
but
this
I'm like, I'm terrible,
You're
man.
not good.
But I'm like, so you know, how was it? And you're like, oh man, that was the best meal I've ever. And you said that, and I'm like, and I kind of let it go, and then like an hour later, I go, hey man, when you said meal, did you like spend all that on one meal? And you're like, oh yeah, it was fantastic.
Absolutely.
And I'm like,
Absolutely.
I kind of wanted to feed you guys for like 3 months. You
Oh,
know, like I wanted
made-
to be your storm shelter.
No, it was appreciated. I really appreciated it. But I took advantage of a Sunday. I made prime rib, or not prime rib. I made prime steaks. I made fucking 5 pounds of crab legs, lobster tails, and then I made shrimp, and then I put it all into a homemade pasta Alfredo.
And didn't fucking.
It was probably $400.
Not one text, not one invite. Hey man, you ought to come here and taste the fruits of
I
your
sent
labor.
You,
Just
I sent
nothing.
you a picture of it. It was,
I'm like, God damn it, you know.
hey, it was very
Well,
it was very thoughtful, and I told you how much I appreciated
my gift
it.
to you.
I told you how much I appreciated.
So that's
it.
why I didn't do this. I
But
don't
no,
feel
that's
so
cool.
bad now.
That's cool though.
I think you can still do it though. I think they take the thumbprint.
dig her up and kind of
No. Found it.
Yeah, here's a thumb.
Yeah, no, it's a
Yeah.
toe, dude. Like, put that back.
It's over. It's a big fucking wide thumb. Yeah, no, they probably take it before they fucking. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe not.
That was a rough. That was a rough period, man.
Well, yeah.
That was really fucking
Well,
bad.
My mom was cool as fuck.
You have no
She was
idea
a
how
buddy.
close her and I were. Like
She was a-
we had conversations. Like had I been born a little bit earlier or a little bit later, you could have legitimately been my stepson. You know,
Would have been
No,
great.
I'm kidding.
That'd have been good.
This just went way fucking off course. It
I'm
did.
cool like that, though. I'm good with it.
Hey, for what
I'm
it's
good
worth,
with
my mom said she would date you. So
Oh, I would railroad your mother.
She
I
is
would
going through a time
pile
right
drive.
now. She is so fucking zannied up. Her dog, she just got these like 2 dogs, and one of them
Oh,
is
the little yappy fuckers.
not good. At
Oh.
the vet right now, can't walk. Like blood pressure was like
Oof.
300. Yeah, I'm talking to the vet because she's out of it right now. You know, and you got to keep in mind, people too. I'm not saying this just to say it. She loves these fucking dogs more than she loves me. Like she just does, right? And I call and I talk to her, and she's like all over the place. You know, like I thought that woman was incapable of crying.
Yeah.
She's bawling on the phone.
Oh,
And
wow.
I'm just like,
Okay.
Jesus Christ, you know? So
Yeah.
anyway, so I fucking call the vet, and the vet's like, yeah, blood pressure's at like 300. Well, I'm a fucking idiot when it
Fucking
comes to
thing
that shit.
scrapes its
I'm
knee,
like,
it's gonna-
oh, okay, so getting better. She's like, no, that means it's about ready to explode. And I was like, oh, that ain't good, you know? So
Fucking.
we're going to the vet to pick her up tonight. I think they got her stabilized.
Well,
and
be
all
careful.
that.
Don't like cut open a limb and you'll have a fucking fire hose going.
I'll
on.
try not to do that.
Golly.
Yeah, I'll try not to cut her dog up.
Well,
but
prayers for
back
your
to
mom's
the
dog.
back to the part where you were saying you would rail my mom. Go. Just
Yeah, I,
tit for tat. I
yeah,
get it. I get it.
You started it.
Hey, if
You
anybody's
started it.
going to, I want it to be you, pal.
I could be your stepdad.
Yeah, you could. You could.
How about that? But what the fuck? We were talking about sex trafficking. Did you find something out?
That's how ADD I am.
Oh,
Hold
we're the
on.
worst.
Sex
We're the worst with
trafficking
that
definition. But in any event, it's very loose on what they call it. The action or practice of illegally transporting people from one country or area. So that's a broad term. So or area. So from St. Peter's to Lake St. Louis, am I trafficking or what?
That could be. I got motel to motel.
Okay, the action or practice of illegally transporting people from one country or area to another for the purpose of sexual exploitation.
What makes it illegal?
That's
Illegally
what
transporting.
I'm saying. So, like, back in the day, you meet somebody at, I don't know, whatever, train wreck, and you take them back to your apartment. Am I
That's
now a
not
sex trafficker?
Is that illegally transporting?
According to the internet, it is.
Who fucking
So that's a very, very loose term, you know? So And I'm part of my, non-for-profit that I am, and that's one of the things that we do is we try to combat like child sex trafficking. And some of the sort, which, disclosure purposes, I can't go into it. The shit that's happening out there right now, like in our backyard, it makes you, when I hear these stories, so like we don't sit around and like talk about it. We're board members. Our job is to raise money and all that. But occasionally we'll have a caseworker come in and they'll tell you a story to remind you. Like when you went to the thing last year, which, do you want to go this year?
Of course.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
It's on the 27th. So
of what?
But this month of April. Yeah. So like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. The gala, the big gala.
What do we have on April 27th? I feel like we have something on April 27th.
No.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Is that? No. It's not Jason's. It's not the Crusin Lindbergh thing. That's the 20.
I think
it's the 21st. But in any event, they'll come in and they'll tell you a story to remind you kind of like why you're there, and you hear this. And dude, I'm always the one that sits there and I just start fucking tearing up.
Yeah. I was looking up Crusin Lindbergh. Yeah. No, I totally agree. I sat in at a couple of those meetings with you at the Child Center.
Oh, it's so rough, man.
Holy shit.
It's so rough.
And the little rooms that they have to like make the kids feel comfortable.
Don't. I'm going to start crying.
It is really fucking.
I'm going to show that I'm human, which I don't want that.
No, we don't want you to do that.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's your fundraiser for that is April 27th?
27th.
Is it at Ameristar again?
It is.
We did, count us in.
Yeah, you were there last night with Foust.
We were there last night with Justin Faust.
What was that for?
It was for Lindenwood Athletics. Yeah. Cool, man. All right. Well, yeah, I'll be there.
I love how everybody else is like looking like it looked like you were like at a Republican pep rally or whatnot, and then you just come in all fucking blacked out. You're like Joe Rogan at the UFC.
Johnny Cash.
Yeah,
Johnny Cash. Black on black on
You
black.
look good though when you dress up, because that's what you wore. That's the same outfit. You went and bought a
different
tux.
outfit.
You went
same colors.
I said tux. You went and bought a suit last year for our event.
I needed one anyway.
And you showed up, and I'm like, dude, why don't you do this more often? Like, you looked good.
Well, thanks. I don't. Well, the reason I don't is because it's not comfortable.
Well,
and I don't give a fuck what I look like.
Okay, well, so valid. All right.
You've seen my clothes. I got fucking white tees with barbecue stains on them. That's my outfit.
I'm just here for the booze.
This is an Enders Near Swiss Drink Beer shirt. That's
Shout
that Facebook
out.
group that I started.
But it was a good event last night?
Yeah, it was great.
And what was it for?
Lindenwood Athletics.
Ah, okay.
Shout out to Justin Faust Agency, Insurance, State Farm for taking us up there. But yeah, I gotta pee again because I drank 3 fucking energy drinks already. So I think we wrap it up and get to the patio.
I'm 2 down. All right, let's go.
But yeah, so this is yesterday to everybody listening on Monday. If you could share this out, please, and if you're listening and want to watch me and Tim here, you can go to YouTube. It's at Beer Fam Podcast. Also, if you have cabinets, if you're a person that likes cabinets, if you like to put things in cabinets.
It's kind of like the new thing now, right? Cabinets, it's catching on with people.
Well, I don't know if it's going to catch on. Cabinets? I don't know.
I don't know.
Hoping.
They're big in Europe right now.
If you like to put shit into cabinets in your kitchen, cover, shut them so nobody sees them, then you need to hit up John Morgan at Premium Cabinets and thank you to them for making this possible, of course. But yeah,
I hit him up. I hit him up on Facebook.
I've been trying to have lunch with the guy. I'm trying to have lunch with the guy.
We're buddies now, and he seems way too classy for a couple of guys like us.
Cool.
Which
cool
I appreciate. I appreciate
you like a
him.
classy. He's up here and we're down
Yeah.
here.
I like being in the basement though.
You belong in the basement.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah. So save the date, June 15th, Frankie Martin's Garden, April 17th, Chicken and Pickle. If you want to come out and catch us there, just show up 5:30 to 8. We will be drinking beer.
Crusin Lindbergh is.
I couldn't fucking find it.
God
I think
damn it.
It's April 28th.
Jason,
but
we'll look it up.
Yeah, I feel bad because Jason LaCavali is about the coolest fucking guy.
I'll be honest with you. As far as and everybody that I've met on here, I've really liked. That guy is in a league of his own.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's goat shit right there.
Yeah.
The goodie bag he brought, and I'm like, I don't even know you, and you're giving me all this. Like,
that guy's
you're a
cool.
Wonderful human being.
That guy's cool as a breeze.
And I think the cave is going to be open either this week or next week. We need to go hit that up. The little cave house.
Where the fuck is this? They need Jason. You need to make a featured section on your.
Tag us.
You need to put it up. April 27th. Yep, I told you. Saturday, April 27th. Crusin Lindbergh. 9th annual anniversary.
It's going to be a busy day because I think I got Tough Mudder that day too.
Well, that's
so.
until.
Yeah.
Well, this is until 3, so we can make both.
It only goes until 3 o'clock.
11 a.m. to 3.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we can make both. All right, that's it. From the End is Near, so Let's Drink Beer podcast. This is Tim Trifoletti right here, and I am Brandon McNamee, and we love you, and we will catch us every Monday. Okay, love you. Bye.
Holla.
Huge thank you to our studio sponsor, John Morgan, and the entire Premium Cabinets family for helping make this podcast possible. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure you're following the podcast on all platforms so you don't miss out on any future uploads. Don't forget to join the End is Near, so Let's Drink Beer Facebook group to make sure you stay prepared for the end of days. Till next time.